Dear all, a very warm welcome to an exclusive session titled Heaven Amidst the IT Capital of India, organized by BW Business World Media Group. I'm Sapna Shrivastava, editor Realty Plus, the real estate vertical of the group, and we also have with us today expert professionals from Shapoorji Pallonji Real Estate to share their views on India's IT capital, Bengaluru's real estate, as well as on their own initiatives. So let me welcome our experts. I first welcome Mr. Ajay Sharma, National Sales Head at Shapoorji Pallonji Real Estate. He has more than 20 years of experience in real estate sales and luxury retail sales and strategy. As the National Sales Head at Shapoorji Pallonji Real Estate, he leads the entire sales team at SP Real Estate. And apart from national sales strategy, he looks after international market and channel sales for the company. Mr. Sharma, a very warm welcome to you.
Thank you, Sapna.
Now, let me also welcome our next speaker, Mr. Anirban Ghosh, Vice President, Sales and Marketing, Shapoorji Pallonji Real Estate. He is an astute professional with more than 16 years of experience in sales and marketing, business development, international sales, channel partners relationship, and licensing. He is an adept at analyzing market trends to provide critical inputs for business development, selling and marketing strategies, and in exploring and developing new markets. Mr. Ghosh, a very warm welcome to you on this session.
Thank you, Sapna. Thank you very much.
So let's have a brief introduction of Shapoorji Pallonji Real Estate, and let me hand it over to Mr. Ghosh to do that honors.
Thank you everyone for joining for this exclusive webinar this afternoon actually. I think Shapoorji Pallonji is a brand name which is it's a household name today. We have presence about 14 group companies across the world, about 60 countries. So without taking much time, I like to take it forward from here with a short AV, what we have done in 150 plus years across the world that changed the life of everyone. So the video itself speak about the conglomerate of Shapoorji Pallonji, what they are actually. So I don't have to explain much. So I go quickly about, so as I told you, it's a 153 years old company. It has presence about 60 countries. We have constructed about 200 plus million square feet in India. There are 69,000 employee base, which nationalities of about 40 nationalities of the people who are employed who work for this company. So these are the group companies. I was talking about 16 group companies. So these are the group companies what we have. So we have the biggest, the pillar of the company is the construction. That's what is Shapoorji Real Estate. We have in oil and gas. We are into the household name of Eureka Foods, where we touch the life of B2C. Then we are into again the business of solar power. That is one of the biggest company across the world. Sterling Wilson. Afcon is the household name who are constructing the biggest of the structure across India, across outside India. Even they are constructing the Bangalore Metro, which is the biggest one of the contract they have got in Bangalore. So we have been ranked number one construction company in 2008 by the magazine, the Construction Week magazine. So that has been one of the further in the crown of the company actually. So SPR is the quite new in terms of the other companies. So Shapoorji Pallonji Real Estate, that's what we are actually, we're talking about it. So Shapoorji Pallonji Real Estate has a presence in across India. So we're talking about the north, on the Gurgaon, we have a very big project in Gurgaon. We are present in Calcutta. We have done the Asia's largest mass housing. So that's the biggest one. It's called Sukhobis Street. And it's done with the West Bengal government. And this has been the tremendous, huge project what we have been done. We have another project in Howrah, which is called Joyville. Then in the south, we are talking about right now in Park West. This is one of the prestigious projects in the Shapoorji Pallonji, where it has been developed in huge land parcel. I'll come in later part of this. You have a huge projects. You have 4 projects in Pune, starting from your affordable housing. We have started a project in Pune, which is on a golf course called Vana. Mumbai is the headquarters. So Mumbai has multiple projects spread across the Mumbai, starting from Powai, Thane. You are in Virar. So we are planning to come up some more new projects in the heart of Mumbai as well. So that's what, as of now in the timeline, we have other projects planned to come up in other parts, maybe in Chennai as well, in Hyderabad as well. So this is the, as I told you, this is the other places we're looking at coming up very soon. So as I told, Hyderabad, your Noida is also planned. Mohali is also in our plan to come up very soon. So the story about Benipet. So Benipet is, who are not from Bangalore, even people from Bangalore, people may not the place called Benipet. Even I am staying in Bangalore for last 18 years. I was not knowing in the Benipet, still joining this company. So Benipet was a undiscovered location, I can tell, in the central Bangalore, because it was earlier a mill. So it has been established in 1800, 1800 the years, and it has been the heart of the mill, where the textile mills and people have been, it's been an industrial hub in the Benipet. Later on, as the things grow up, the mills close down, mills move out from the city center, and it has been again the hub of the, you're talking about your the industry, not industry, talking about your the merchant traders, everyone actually. So today it's a change situation about talking about Benipet. Yeah. So Benipet now has been transformed. The Shapoorji Pallonji owned, if you look at the map on your screen, Shapoorji Pallonji owns 75% of the Benipet, and we are here to committed the transformation of the whole Benipet. So that's the project. You look at on the screen. I'll come in the next screen, Chirag. So you can have the next screen. You can show what exactly the location highlights and why this location is more favorable than being in the city center. So this is, as I told, centrally located. It has a close proximity to all the micro markets. Like you talk about the wholesale market, the Chamarajpet, Vaswangudi, Rajajinagar, Malleshwaram. This is the just throwaway distance from this particular location. It has under the less than 1.2 kilometer away from the running metro station. It is the Bangalore biggest. The bus terminal is just about 2 kilometers away. You have the Bangalore, the city railway station is just about 1 kilometer away. So it has been actually surrounded by everything, and you are in the middle of the city actually. This is the actual location. Now people are from Bangalore who will understand that. Others, as I told you, we are in the city center, having a vast of 47 acres of land. So this is a metro map, what I was talking about. So we have a connectivity to the airport. We're coming up. We have connectivity to the Whitefield, which is the IT hub, electronic city. We have connectivity to across the Bangalore, and we are in the city center. If you look at the screen, either the green patch shows to the red mark, that's the Park West. We are the city center in the metro line as well. So whenever people want to buy something, people talk about social infrastructure. So this, as I mentioned, it's a central of Bangalore. So it has been surrounded by best of the education institution. Name few: Bishop Cotton, you have Mount Carmel, you have St. Joseph. So these are the very old and very famous renewed institutions who are surrounded by the project. Yes, everybody needs the healthcare. Today's, even after pandemic, it's become very mandatory. So we are surrounded by the best of the hospital, like Apollo. You have Columbia Asia. You have the Vikram Hospital. This is they are about 5 to 7 kilometer distance from the project. And yes, you need entertainment. You need shopping places. So we have a mall which is just next door of the property, which is the about just 200 meters away. Other than that, Bangalore best malls, you have Mantri Square, you have UV City, you have Orion Mall. They are throwaway distance. Another mall is coming up, maybe opening next month, called Lulu Mall, which is just about 2.5 kilometers away from the project. And yes, there's a entertainment and sports. You have the Bangalore Turf Club, is less than 5 kilometers. MG Road is 6 kilometers. Bangalore Golf Course is just 5 kilometers away. So these are that's what I mentioned about the central location, that give you the idea why you talk about the central. You are just surrounded by all the hubs of everything actually. Yes, I told you the project. So talk about the 46 acres in the heart of Bangalore, which nobody can imagine. Any city, not about Bangalore, any other city, nobody can imagine that in heart of Bangalore you have 46 acres. That's what we have, and that's the offering we have right now. So we have totally sold about 1,700 units, and The best thing about it, we have 650 families happily living here more than 2 years in the particular projects. And we have about 1,000 plus apartments which to be delivered in next 3 years. That's the best part. If anybody comes in here, they can experience the living already here. That may not be in other with anyone else. So this is the actual picture. I always believe seeing is believing. So if anybody comes in, I can just we can take them there, show them the actual what we have delivered. So that's the actual picture. If you go to the other pictures, yes, you can see the name called Park West. So that truly means being here, who are living in actually here. So as I mentioned, it has 31 acres of green space across out of 46 acres. It has the huge wide decks that make you the feel of being in the garden, all the apartments. It has already up and running 52,000 square feet clubhouse. I'll show the picture in some other in the coming up presentation. We have followed up the IGBC green certified. So all the home has been designed as per the green certification. So look at, this is the master plan of the project, where you can see on the down 3 towers has been delivered. Another 4 towers under construction. We have launched 2 more towers on the last quarter, and that has been got a huge success. Yeah. So I would request, as I spoke about that people are staying here about 2.5 years, a small video will give you the understand how people are enjoying life here, and the lockdown make them the more to enjoy being the more time with the family, spending more time with the family. Can I have the video, please? So as I spoke, seeing is believing. So that's what we are. At this video has been shooted in the Park West, actual the place people are living here, and that's all speak about what people are enjoying the life here. As I spoke about the 50,000 square feet clubhouse, the visuals are in front of you. It has been, people are built about 2.5 years now. People are enjoying here. These are the pictures, a few of the amenities, whatever we have right now at the clubhouse. And this is one of the Bangalore biggest clubhouse what we have right now. So you have the guest rooms, you have 4 badminton court, 12 guest rooms, you have the table tennis, you have the huge, it's a half Olympic size pool. And couple of things we could not, it's not part of the picture. We have open air restaurants, we have closed restaurant, banquet hall, which is hold about 400 plus guests in a one time. Yeah. Outdoor, we have a basketball court, we have long tennis court, we have huge children's play. The whole clubhouse is built in 4.5 acres of land in the whole clubhouse. Yes. So what Binipet? So as I told, we have launched new towers. So Binipet, as you told earlier, we are transforming the Binipet as a Shapoorji Pallonji. We take the pride to change the Binipet, the whole scenario. So Binipet is coming. That's why we launched Park West 2.0, and it has been huge success. So we are talking about the Park West 2.0. So we are talking about this is the 2 tower. Actually, we had a plan to launch 1 tower, but we got such a huge response. We had to launch another tower for the demand of the customer. And today, as we're talking about it, we have sold about 75% of the inventory of both the towers. Yes, so this is the another clubhouse which gonna come up in future between both the towers. This has added an extra thing. You have a lap pool, you have a exclusive ladies pool, which was a demand, and I think nobody offer in Bangalore today's market scenario. We have offered a exclusive ladies pool. We have work from home option. You have your walking desk. You have your movie theater. You have your grocery store. Everything is put in the new clubhouse. So these are a few pictures. How does it going to look like the new towers along with the clubhouse? This is a few pictures of your the apartment inside the kids' room. This is the open air cafe. The first time in Bangalore, we are offering a first air open air cafe with a tree house, multiple things. This is one of the views of the apartment. You can see the view. This has full top to down glass, and it has a like extravagant lights air, everything in your apartment. You may not require a sleep nowadays. You may require a fan in staying in this particular apartment. This is the great views. You are staying on the like a sky on the villa on the sky kind of a thing. This is the expensive living room. This is again the picture of the clubhouse. So I think that's all about the presentation. Shapna, I'll take it back from you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mr. Ghosh. In fact, it's quite impressive. 153 years of history, presence in 60 countries, and 200 million square feet of construction under the belt. So quite impressive. And so, Mr. Sharma and Mr. Ghosh, can we have you with us? But before we talk about Shapoorji Pallonji and the project that Mr. Ghosh just spoke about, Park West 2.0, let's start with the real estate of Bengaluru, the IT capital of India. Mr. Sharma, what is your opinion on the Bengaluru residential market as of now, given the unique demographic profile the city has?
Well, thank you, Sapna, and thank you, Anirban, for the explosive insights on Park West project. So, Sapna, my understanding is Bengaluru is the right mix if you look at from getting the IT and ITES crowd, which is currently Bengaluru is the most favored city. There are large transactions which recently happened. Bengaluru has been resilient during the COVID times also, and you have major players who have been present there in making of the city. And if you look at the statistical figures in terms of across India, today Bengaluru growth rate is been at 23%, which is quite impressive. So it has overtaken Mumbai. Right. And if you look at the livability quotient per se, the weather is the biggest advantage that Bengaluru has. And along with that, it has got the perfect blend of East meeting West. So you have got, your central parks like the, Cubbon Park, and you have the, social nightlife, which the teenage crowd would need. And then you still have, your cultural heritages, which has been well preserved by Bengaluru, their parks, their temples. It can't get better, according to me, for anyone who's looking at overall 360 view. So you have the jobs, you have the livability quotient, you have the best education that, as Anirban mentioned, the Bishop Cotton and, the latest IB international schools.
Right. In fact, as you rightly said, even during COVID, South residential market performed much better than many other markets of across India. Right. Do you see the millennials? Like a lot of studies said that the first-time home buyers we saw in the market, in quite large numbers. In Bengaluru, did you see that trend of first-time home buyers, millennials buying, fence sitters who are till now very happy with paying rents coming into the market? Was this the trend that you saw?
Yes, majorly. In fact, recently we concluded one deal, someone from ENY, and I was asking him, you need that money to, live your social life, keep your standards, buy a new car. So why suddenly, you're looking at buying a real estate? And again, this age, you're not sure whether, you'll be placed here or transferred somewhere else. Right. He said, looking at the overall scenario, and I think the most important thing is, how today investment has become one of the priority subjects. So thanks to stock market and the way people have invested and made money there. So real estate is the only area where, they'll be able to set off their capital gains.
Right.
So thanks to the IT crowd, plus, overall, if you look at the traditional trade houses as we have been surrounded, so the family wants to live together. So we get a lot of traders who have probably their entire family around. So as they grow, and Park West allows you that kind of a variety where you can have an entry level 2 BHK. Also you can have a penthouse. Right. So the kid is still around, and is near to the family also. Okay. So that's the advantage that Park West offers. Okay. But yes, to answer your question, there are a lot of youngsters
Okay, so very first time home buyers, and I think the record home interest loan interest rate going low. I think that's one of the biggest incentives for people to buy. Mr. Ghosh, coming to you, like Mr. Sharma mentioned that people want to upgrade to bigger houses, or they want to have invest in real estate. So pandemic has been one of the accelerator of home buying, as a lot of industry experts say. In your experience, what are the changes in the home buyers preferences and buying patterns have you seen recently, especially during the pandemic?
Yes, as Mr. Sharma rightly mentioned, it has been a shift. We're looking about last almost 2 years now. People are looking at a reliable developer. That's a very important thing, because they look at my investments are safe. That's a very important, because whatever happened in different, not even Bangalore, other cities also, a lot of scam, a lot of things that happen. So people look at my investments are safe. That's a very important thing. Second thing is important. People are looking at as work from home is a current trend now. People look at a house which is little spacious. Maybe people looking at 2-bedroom. Now people look at 2.5 bedroom or 3-bedroom. So that has been trend. I think along with that, people look at amenities, because pandemic, people want to stay in a community where the amenities and the facilities, the securities are very important. So we see a lot of trained people who are staying in individual house. They are coming in a gated community. So that's make a lot of insight about the pandemic changing buying pattern. And third important thing is people are looking at a property which is convenient to everything, like maybe in the vicinity of your malls, schools, colleges, your hospitals, and other social infrastructure. That's been very important thing. So that's the thing I think look at summarize the buying pattern has been changed in last 2 years in the home buyers.
Okay, so what Mr. Ghosh is saying, first of all, branded developers. So trust is one of the biggest factors that people are going with the organized player, a branded developer. Second is the extra room, or they would like to have an extra room, whether it is 2.5 for a study, or to have their, because everyone is, yes, as you rightly mentioned, working from home. Then the amenities and the convenient location, so that everything is nearby. But we are also seeing a lot of people are now happy living in integrated township, mixed use townships. While earlier people wanted to have a city center location for their home, so that they are near to their jobs. Mr. Sharma, what are the reasons that now people are preferring suburbs? This is one of the reasons that probably they get a bigger home and within their budget. But what could be the other reasons now people are looking at suburbs and mixed use townships?
Suburbs have kind of taken relevance of lately because of the IT centers. But the shift again with work from home, people are more and more preferring the city center because of the various connectivities that they're getting. Plus, unlike suburbs, in the city center you have the answer for all your problems. So today you don't have the space or the time, especially during lockdown, if you want to go to a specialty hospital. Suburbs will have their challenges where you might have limited facilities as compared to when you come to a city center. You'll have all the equipments per se. Okay. So suburbs, yes, will remain relevant because of probably some manufacturing facilities. But yes, coming back when people will make their monies, I have seen a lot of people coming back and returning to their city center bases, because that's when so you might be today employed in Electronic City and tomorrow your job shift might happen to Whitefield. So center is where you can still keep on commuting, and Bangalore traffic is
right.
Very, very notorious today.
Right. We have all experienced that. So yes, as you rightly mentioned, city center offers good social infrastructure, so that will always be an attraction. But suburbs, as you rightly mentioned, especially in Bengaluru, with all the IT companies being in suburbs, so those locations will be preferable. and they also afford you more larger spaces, green spaces for the families. Mr. Ghosh, you spoke about Winnipeg. That's again one of the locations which you also mentioned that was not in the limelight till now, although it had been a textile hub and one of the prime centers earlier. So, what is your view? What are your views on this emerging, micro market of Bengaluru?
So what happened in recent past, other than Shapurji, we see a lot of branded developers who have come up in a vicinity, and they have been attracted to the place because, as I told you, as Mr. Sarma has also mentioned, this has been a city. It's the heart of the city, and the sad part is that no more land available here to do any kind of construction or anything else. So this is the only place, I think, last piece of land available in the center of the city where you can have a peaceful life with the 47 acres of large, vast area with a 31-acre open garden. And you have, again, coming back to the point, everything is a stone throw distance. That's make the blend of the city center and the product and the brand that make all together in a cup or putting all the thing together.
Okay, so Winnipeg is like best of both the worlds. So you are in the city center, but you are also amidst large open spaces, and as you mentioned, a lot of other developers are now also coming in this micro market and developing products. And I think we see it as one of the major hubs very soon. Mr. Sharma, now coming to the project specifically of Shapurji, which is Park West 2.0 in Winnipeg. How, we just saw the presentation on, the kind of amenities being provided, given the recent, changes in demand now, people, have their demands changed in terms of space they want, in terms of amenities they want. How are these being taken care of in this project?
First of all, let me tell you that today, as Anirban mentioned, we've been fortunately having the vision as Shapurji promoters to own the largest space today anyone can think of buying. 47 acres is not a mean task to acquire and to maintain, out of which our design team has been smart enough to ensure that the vision that at the time, maybe 6 years back when we launched this project, at 6,200 prices, and mind you, today, in spite of all the demon, GST, the COVID and all, we're trading at 9,200. So there has been a 50% value appreciation for people who have been, I would say, the early investors. The value that this set of people has saw is that out of the 47 acres, it's only 16 acres which has got the building footprints. Mm-hmm. And we have ensured that all the greeneries, the trees which was there in this land are well protected, and we have surrounded our construction around it. So people still have, you'll see the benefit old traditional watch clock tower, and you will have, the green spaces, you will have the old trees which are, around 150 years old. You will see the birds who have nests there. And it will have all the modern amenities like, Anirban mentioned, the pools, the exclusive banquets. So even if you want to have a private function with, limited set of people, we have a banquet which can cater to 400 set of people. We have an in-house salon. So if you have, your arrangements done and maintaining all the COVID standards, you can live a very normal life in this. And you have a supermart, you have a family clinic center part of it. You have a ETM hall which is abutting, the moment you get out of the gate. You have a ETM hall which caters to all your needs, and plus you have a metro which connects you from north to east to west. So it can't get better than that. And what has been happening is that as we have grown smarter in terms of understanding the needs that people need, as Anirban mentioned, the work from home. So we have provided those facilities. Now, as we are moving towards, the electrical vehicles, I'm sure we'll be the first to, have charging stations and all those solutions provided. So because we are not only a local developer, we come through a rich understanding of what are the best practices which we've been, taken internationally. So we've been the ones who've built the Palace of Oman. We have been probably constructing every third development in Middle East, and the Abu Dhabi entire city centers. So we pick up the latest trends and we bring it. So I think not to brag, but Bangalore has been fortunate to have the number one real estate construction company coming along with such a large investment. And mind you, with all this, there is a value appreciation which we are been doing. So it can't get better than this. That's the
okay. So in terms of the preferences, the demands of the home buyers, so as you mentioned, they are being taken care of in this project in terms of amenities, whether it is in terms of space or whether it is in terms of green area, so that in a God forbid situation again like COVID, they have everything taken care of within their near vicinity. Mr. Ghosh, would you like to add something to it? And as Mr. Sharma mentioned that this is it can't get better than this. So would you like to add something to it, and why the buyer should go for investment in Vedibet, especially this location?
See, the location I have mentioned about the points why it is the centrally located location. Another very important thing is people look at value for money, right? So that's a very important in today's current scenario also. So if you look at the same prices, talking about little away about Rajaji Nagar or maybe Baswangudi, the prices from our price is about 30-35% cheaper than them. But you get the better life in terms of the amenities, in terms of the facilities. And Mr. Sharma mentioned, as you come inside the project, you don't feel like you are center of the city. You feel like you're in a garden. So Mr. Sharma mentioning that about the Cubbon Park. We have created a small mini Cubbon Park inside our project actually, which is about a corner of the project, which is about close to about 5 acres of land. That is exclusively a garden with a man-made lake. So you can imagine that. And you are getting a price which is about 25-30% cheaper than the suburb. Like I'm talking about suburb of the particular location, which is your Baswangudi or Jayanagar or Rajaji Nagar. So that's a very important key which everybody look at in current scenario.
Okay, fantastic. Now, coming to the marketing strategy of Shapoorji. So, what was your marketing strategy, Mr. Sharma, for this project, especially?
So frankly speaking, Sapna, we've never been marketing this project. So our initial launch, and maybe I'm again, bordering that area, which I don't want to go. And as a company, we've been very humble. We had to call the police to manage the crowd. So that was the response when we had launched this project, because it is unbelievable. If it is, if I have to put this to perspective, it is a mini city in itself. And the prices that we had offered, the payment plans which we have been offering, we have an in-house demand. So our last launch, which we did for T9 and T10 Tower, which is our phase 2 of the project, we had almost 40% in-house loyalty customer, buying again, and they're referring their friends. But yes, if you ask in terms of our communication to the market has been very plain and simple. It is brand Shapoorji, which comes with 150 years of legacy. A lot of trust. We know what we do. We are blue blood real estate company. It is not that we are a branding company and we outsource our construction to someone else. There is a high livability quotient which is there. So that's the biggest proof. Today, you don't have to really sell that. When people come and see almost 1,700, 1,800 families living there, they see a 4-acre clubhouse, which is functional and people are enjoying those facilities. People see those old trees, people see those parks which are maintained, people see the amenities. I've been told that not so okay standard club in Bangalore has a waiting of 10 years. And somewhere around 30 or 40 lakhs is the membership cost. And I said, why don't you just buy a house here and enjoy the club facilities? And it is in-house. We're not charging you for a clubhouse. Now, Having said that, what we are doing is still again and again taking customers' feedback and coming back with better and better products. So the phase 2 that we have launched, we've come up with another clubhouse. Imagine, in spite of having a 4-acre developed clubhouse, we thought through this. There are few things which are missing. What are those things? So people love, we have given 4 tennis courts and basketball and the caroms and the pool tables, but people still want the cricket pitch. I said, no problem. Yes, we should give them that. People want business centers because in COVID scenario, work from home, everything said and done, it's not an easy task. You can't manage the family pressures and the work thing. You need that space to yourself. So we have thought through and we've added those features in our next offering in terms of the business center. We have ensured that there are restaurants now. We understand that at times when something like a lockdown happens, your domestic help will not be available. But if you have an in-house catering thing, maybe there is, with all the protocols maintained, and if someone is not well in your family, so you can't expect, so all those things have been thought through. We've added a lot of extra this in terms of ensuring that the internet connectivity, how do we kind of make the spaces more illuminated, more wider corridors for people, meet and greet, larger spaces would be needed. So all those elements have been constantly added.
Okay, so I'm sure those features itself have been the marketing, marketing the project by itself, Mr. Ghosh. But during this pandemic, a lot of developers had the challenges of how to reach out to the customer because customers were homebound, site visits not happening. Technology was one of the area where all developers depended on to reach out with. How did Shapoorji Pallonji, in your sales and marketing strategies, you utilize technology to reach out?
I think before I speak of the technology, I think Mr. Sharma rightly mentioned our 40 to 45% customer is loyalty customer. Mm-hmm. So they are already our customers. So we just send a communication and then got it. They're waiting to get this particular tower to get launched because they are looking for their investment as well as their friends, family. So our 40-45% business happened to referral loyalty. Other than that, our company has actually develop a exclusive platform called Virturo. So you can do everything sitting at home. That may be for showing up the site, floor plan, your walkthrough, your actual model apartment. In fact, you can choose the inventory on the particular platform, and even you can actually transact. You can sign the booking form actually on the platform and pay the money. So this has been done at the beginning when the lockdown started, and this has been great success across all the projects. We got a huge response and people are quite happy in that.
Okay, all right. So now going forward, how do you see the expansion plans, Mr. Sharma, for the company, for Shapoorji Pallonji, not only in Bengaluru, but in other cities? How are you looking at the growth and expansion plans?
Luckily, because of this COVID scenario, what has happened is I would not say grade B or grade C developers, but people, there are a lot of people who had development interest, and because of the financial support crisis, because of the overall sales and collection problems, the market has got wiped out of the grade B minus or grade C kind of a developer, and overall the belief system of the customer also has come back to only the top 10, I would say, developers who can hold on or withstand this kind of a crisis and still deliver. So that has made the demand spiral in a big way. We are already present in all the major cities, as Anirban had mentioned, and we've got huge demand which is coming from the banker community today, that why don't you come across and help us restart maybe the stuck projects, or maybe do a JV. There are landowners who want to have a brand like Shapoorji, which can be a reliable partner, because not only do we do the sales and marketing, we design ourselves, we construct ourselves. We have a long history of making iconic towers. So if you are part of a Mumbai, so we were the first ones to create the tallest luxury towers, and people have been living in those towers, the who's who. So people know, the way things are. Now, only thing is we need to be cautious is first we need to deliver our existing projects in hand. We have a huge pipeline in terms of the BD. We have our own land banks. So the market will see a great launch pipeline coming from next 6 months onwards. So we have Kolaba, we have got Bangalore, we have got Hyderabad on our radar, we have got Chennai we've been exploring. We are already present in North and Gurgaon. We have huge successes there. We are in Thane, so we are coming up with a new phase. So Thane was sold out in the first launch. We are in Pune, which is a 1,000-acre development. Both the launches were sold out. So we've been fortunate enough of getting great support from our channel partners, our stakeholders. So luckily, Touchwood, we'll continue our good work that we've been doing.
And Shapoorji has also done one of the largest fast housing project. Joyville project is there again, and affordable housing. Any more for affordable segment are you looking at?
So as I said, there's so much which is there, but RERA doesn't allow me to, kind of disclose or market any of my projects till, I have the necessary approvals. But yes,
you will be looking at more projects for this segment as well going forward. Yeah. So great, as Mr. Sharma mentioned already, there is a huge pipeline, and with the consolidation happening in the real estate, so it is very limited developers now who are doing so many projects. So obviously so good to hear that great expansion plans Shapoorji has on its radar. Mr. Ghosh, would you like to mention something about how you are looking going forward, the marketing and sales strategies for the company, given the pipeline of projects that you already have, and the growth and expansion plans in other cities? What would your strategies would be?
Actually, the very important key for current marketing scenario is your existing customer. So that has been a key. So we have right now about close to 8,000 customers who are existing customers of Shapoorji Pallonji. So I think that being a very strong pillar for us to market. So we sell our project of Bangalore, in Mumbai, their existing customer, their reference, Mumbai, your across your Gurgaon, your Pune, Calcutta. So it's not confined myself to market my project. So I have a base, or my brand ambassadors are 8,000 the real customers who make the things. Other than that, the CP is the main channel partner, the business associate. So we have enrolled close to about 8,000 channel partners across India, our SPS program. So our channel partner, every channel partner market the project, not only Bangalore, everyone, the cross marketing, cross selling is happening. So the cross sell is another important point which Shapoorji Pallonji has taken very way forward. So we have engaged channel partners across India. So there are North channel partners in South channel partner West. So we have helped them to grow along with ourselves. So I think this is a very two important key is today's current scenario, other than the normal route of marketing, which make us the best selling brand across India. Okay. It's called the SP family, as I said.
Fantastic. Yeah, so the existing customers are your brand ambassadors, and I think there can be no better brand ambassadors for a company rather than the existing customers. So that's good to hear. And the channel partners, as you mentioned, that's one big channel of the sales and marketing for the company. Now, in one sentence, if Mr. Sharma, I have to ask you, what is your outlook for Bengaluru real estate in the coming years? What would that be?
So, like off lately, I've been very fascinated with the stock market. And whenever I open, CNBC or Z, everyone is talking about it's a bull run there. Just buy. So you can't. So I would say this is the same time, which is between 2008 and 2010, when there was a recovery in the market, and after that, it was impossible to kind of hold the market. So real estate has already seen a pressure on the prices from last almost 5 to 6 years. There's not enough land bank available. There's not enough interest for any developer to really come across. So people have limited choices. Going forward, you can mark my word, in next 18 months to 24 months, there'll be a huge supply issue, at least in the central Bangalore, because land is not getting manufactured. And you will not be able to create the large complexes or the amenity spaces that was already done maybe 10 years, 20 years back. It takes a lot of time to get the clearances, approvals, the construction phase of it, the money that has to be brought in. So today, I would say Bangalore stock market, how the developers are very, very attractive buy. Similarly, Bangalore real estate is at a very, very attractive phase, especially with IT, data center, innovations coming in. And Bangalore, as I mentioned, has the traditional values. The old money is there. It is not moving out from Bangalore. Even the South looks at Bangalore as, how rest of India would look at, or Maharashtra would look at Mumbai. So it's the right time. If a developer is ready to give you a value around it, don't miss.
So very bullish sentiments about Bengaluru real estate. Mr. Ghosh, what is your one sentence outlook for Bengaluru real estate?
I think, as Mr. Sharma mentioned, I think I see a tremendous rush about people who want to buy property. The site visitors increased about 3 to 4 times, which was there earlier. And I see people coming with their family to have a site visit, which was not there earlier. People used to come individually, see, they'll get their family, but people are coming. They were serious to buy property. That shows that. And recently, whatever launch happened from different other developers, they've been sold out in a week or 10 days time. That's been a positive market. Mr. Sharma mentioned, this is the right time to buy property. At home rate interest, even in the festive season, today I think HDFC was lowered 6.6%. It's the lowest ever in last 3 to 4 decades. So this is the best time. You have festive in the corner. You must make a decision now. This is never or ever, actually.
Okay, so very positive sentiments again coming from Mr. Ghosh for Bengaluru real estate. Now, Mr. Sharma, what is your one top advice or 2 top advices for home buyers?
Largely, they should look at the fundamentals of the developer. How strong is he? As I mentioned, whether he has the capability of completing the project. Otherwise, don't get trapped into the prices part of it or the schemes part of it. Okay. Second, what is the density of the project? Because you need that space, the breathing space. Thirdly is you should be able to, look at this as a long-term investment. So look at the past history, how people have made wealth. It has been a stable investment option. So it is not as volatile as any other investment options. You would have never thought that gold prices from last year to this year would drop down by almost 20%. But if you look at real estate, the prices has seen maybe a minor correction in other cities. Bangalore, nothing, absolutely. And as I mentioned, 50%. The prices have gone up. So you should be looking at values where you can invest. The best part is you can leverage. So if you today want to buy a 1 crore property, and if the developer is ready to offer you a subvention option, so just by paying 10%, which is 10 lakh rupees, you will be able to leverage the profits on 1 crore. Right. Where do you get that kind of an option? So if this property touches 125, 130, because it's an under construction property and the ready to move in prices values are at 125, 130. So on 10 lakh rupees, you're almost making 3 times. Where do you get this kind of a leverage? So yes, be very cautious in terms of selecting your developers. Look at the land ready reckoner rate. Where are you based? Bangalore, water is a major problem. So you should be looking at that because that's your basic necessity. And how's the title or the land and all those features.
Okay. So due diligence, track record of the developer, the basic facilities being provided in the project and the density of the project, and it is a long-term investment. So go for it. That's the best you can do for your investments. Mr. Ghosh, your top 2 or 3 advices for the home buyers.
I think Mr. Sharma has covered the best of them. Actually. So another very important thing, what I like to keep in mind is the location. It's a very important key for any project you are going to pick it up, because today you might be walking in one side of the city, you might be walking other side of the city tomorrow. But your family is very important. Your kids, your family, they want to. You don't want them to travel much, maybe for the school, colleges, maybe the hospital. So it's a very important thing. You choose a location of any project. The key very important point is the location. And second important point, Mr. Sharma already mentioned, Bangalore has issues, let everybody understand, with the water. And I think it's a very important, you choose a project where there are certification like reusable water or maybe the IGP certification, that make a lot of difference, because today's you may not look at them, but longer run, your maintenance cost is a very important factor. You don't want to pay hefty money from your pocket for the maintenance. So these are the two important things I feel is a very important key today's market to buy a property or choose a property in that may be in Bangalore, maybe any other part of the city, other part of the
right. Like
area.
It's a gospel in real estate, that location. So that's what Mr. Ghosh again is emphasizing. Choose your location wisely. Choose your other additional costs like maintenance cost. What is the maintenance cost that you are paying, and for what amenities you are paying, whether it is green rated building and the amenities provided, take care of your basic facilities. So again, our experts just shared their advice for our home buyers. Great takeaway for everyone. Now one for Park West 2.0, we heard a lot about the amenities, how the buildings are going to be. One top feature that you would like to highlight before we sum up this conversation for this Park West 2.0 for our viewers. Mr. Sharma, we'll start with you. One top feature of the project.
I think it is the product at the price, I would say.
Okay, so value for money. Mr. Ghosh.
So I'll come back to it again. We have option of combining units. So today's, as I spoke in the beginning, you'll be looking at a larger space. So I have an option. You can join any kind of a place. Looking at 2-bedroom, you can look at 3, 4, 5, 6. Even I can have a design of 10-bedroom also. That particular option make the product is unique in the current market.
Okay, so flexibility and options available. So that's what Mr. Ghosh is saying, one of the unique features of the project. So that was one, great conversation that we had, and I'm sure our audience also had some very valuable takeaways, the advice and the opinion that both our expert, Mr. Ajay Sharma and Mr. Anirban Ghosh, presented in this discussion. So thank you so much, Mr. Sharma. Thank you so much, Mr. Ghosh, for being here and sharing your views and, making this really a thought-provoking discussion today. So thank you so much till we meet again, and all the very best for the new project and for the future initiatives of Shapoorji Pallonji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sapna. And I think before leaving, we would like to thank you for taking this journey. And it didn't seem, we've almost spent an hour and you've been a very, very extremely talented host, I would say.
Thank you so much. So thank you, everyone. Work. Thanks our tech team also at the back end, conducting this session. Thank you so much, everyone. We will meet again soon, and I'm sure we will be visiting the site also very soon.